Jurassic World Dominion is an upcoming American science fiction adventure film. It's the follow-up to Jurassic World Fallen Kingdom 2018, the sixth film in the Jurassic Park franchise and the third installment in the Jurassic World trilogy. This is Jurassic World Dominion, everything you need to know. Enjoy the video. More about Jurassic World Dominion. Although Jurassic World 3 is still more than a year away from its scheduled release in June 2022, we have already been treated to the first footage from the film. At the beginning of F9 on IMAX, it's actually the beginning of Jurassic World Dominion, which involves a T-Rex and a Giganosaurus battling head-to-head in a battle royale. We have a preview from Jurassic World 3 Dominion, which was shown before Fast and Furious 9 at the IMAX theater, to share with you ahead of its release. According to Universal, the film's production company, the new scene what Earth looked like long before humans existed, and tell the origin story of how dinosaur DNA first came to be carried by a mythic mosquito. Because this is an origins narrative, then dinosaurs have feathers on their backs and tails. The new film features up-to-date scientific information that's been discovered since the original film, which should hopefully assuage those who were upset by the inaccuracy of dinosaurs without feathers in the first film. In the light of the fact that Jurassic World Dominion will begin before humans are introduced into the picture, it makes narrative sense that these dinosaurs are the actual deal. According to reports, the preview includes the Cretaceous-era prologue, a scenario with a T-Rex in the present day, and then 3 additional sequences of dinosaurs coming into touch with people in the future. Moreover, if that has piqued your interest in the third and final installment of the Jurassic World trilogy, there are plenty of other fascinating details about Dominion to keep you entertained until the film's debut next year. As a follow-up to the dramatic cliffhanger that saw dinosaurs released into the real world in Jurassic World Fallen Kingdom, the 2019 short film Battle at Big Rock teased the new world order that we'll be witnessing in the third feature. Dominion is set in 2022, which means that the third film will start up 3 years after this short film. According to Colin Treverrow, in his own words, everything in my mind has always been pretty much present day, he added. So, Big Rock takes place about a year or so after Fallen Kingdom, when it was released in 2019, and the T-Rex had just returned from a trip to the Sierra Nevada wilderness where they had all taken refuge. She'd just been there for a short period of time. They've been attempting to apprehend her for a very long time. In the end, certain scenes and ideas involving the integrations of dinosaurs into the world were cut from the Jurassic World Fallen Kingdom script in order to be saved for the third film. When asked about the film's realism, Treverrow responded, "I think any kind of global acceptance that dinosaurs are just around doesn't feel real to me, because even now when you think of animals, when was the last time you saw a tiger walking down the street? We know there are tigers, we know they're out there, but to me, it's very important that we keep this grounded in the context of our relationship with wild animals today." Howard stated that she wanted the film to blow your mind in terms of being like, whoa, this is where this technology can go? This is what the world could really turn into if this technology fell into the wrong hands. So basically seeing a world with dinosaurs everywhere. In the meantime, while we wait to discover how the world is altered, here's all you need to know about Jurassic World Dominion to get you excited about the film. Release date. The release date for Jurassic World 3 Dominion has been pushed back as a result of the coronavirus, which has delayed big screen debuts all across the world. The film's release date has been pushed back to June 10, 2022, from its planned 2011-2021 release date. The film was one of the first Hollywood blockbusters to return to the big screen in July 2020, becoming one of the first major motion pictures to do so. According to reports, the cast and crew of Jurassic World 3 Dominion were required to isolate within the same hotel complex for a couple of weeks in order to resume filming, with Jeff Goldblum bringing his wife and children along with him to isolate with them. It's been revealed that the entire cast would get together every Sunday to play Frisbee, and thanks to Twitter, we've seen Goldblum and Sam Neill jamming out together. It was disclosed by producer Frank Marshall to Games Radar Plus that director Colin Treverrow had to rework specific scenes in order to ensure the game's overall security. They were supposed to go to Malta with the main unit, but something happened, and the week before that, there was a surge of COVID-19 in that area. Their second unit had already been delivered, with their crack production design crew Colin Treverrow redesigned and rejigged a few of the sets. Moreover, they rearranged a large set that they have on the Bond stage at Pinewood Studios in order to continue presenting the story. And then there was the second unit, which was there and actually filming some wide establishing shots and transition pieces that Colin worked on with Dan Bradley, who was the second unit's director at that point. As a result, they managed to make it work. The trailer. Although it's still too early for a proper Jurassic World 3 Dominion teaser, we do have something that's perhaps much better. A dinosaur-packed 10-minute short that serves as a bridge between Fallen Kingdom and the upcoming sequel to the franchise. In Battle at Big Rock, which takes place in Northern California, a year after the dinosaurs were let loose at the Lockwood home, the characters must face off against each other. During their vacation, they become caught in the middle of a fight between a carnivorous Allosaurus and a family of plant-eating Nasutoceratops. They flee the scene in their RV to avoid being eaten. The suggestions as to how the world has evolved, on the other hand, are just as intriguing as the major plot itself. There have been reports of baby dinosaur sightings, which suggest that they are reproducing in the wild, and there have been discussion of adjusting to a new normal. Additionally, there are several tantalizing mid-credit scenes, including a pack of tiny Compsognathus chasing after an innocent young girl, a close encounter with a Stegosaurus that causes a car accident, a Parasaurolophus drinking by the side of a river, a spectacular shot of a shark leaping out of the water to eat a seal, followed by a mosasaur eating the shark. Setting the Jurassic World 3 Dominion is certainly going to be very different from the worlds we've seen thus far in the franchise. The cast. Chris Pratt and Bryce Dallas Howard will reprise their roles as Owen Grady and Claire Dearing, respectively, in the sequel, but they aren't the only actors who will be returning. After that, we'll get to the really important ones. First, Isabella Sermon will reprise her role as Maisie Lockwood, the genetically engineered offspring of John Hammond's erstwhile partner Sir Benjamin Lockwood, the upcoming season, as well as Justice Smith and Daniela Pineda returning as Franklin Webb and Zia Rodriguez. Jake Johnson's expected to return as Lowry, despite not appearing in the sequel, while Lupin's Omar Sy will return as Barry Sunbeam, a velociraptor trainer, according to reports. Dr. Henry Wu, played by B.D. Wong, will also be returning, and it is hoped that he will finally get his comeuppance in this season. However, he will not be the only Jurassic Park star to return for the trilogy's conclusion. Despite the fact that Jeff Goldblum reprised his role as Dr. Ian Malcolm in Jurassic World Fallen Kingdom, he only had a brief appearance on the big screen. Fans of the original need not be concerned, as Goldblum will return to the film alongside Sam Neill and Laura Dern. We'd brought Dr. Henry Wu back first because he was the man behind the science and the only one who made any sense. Treverrow explained why they were brought back in stages. We'd have come up with an explanation as to why Ellie, Malcolm, and Grant all went to the theme park on the exact same day it broke down, for the second time. In contrast, the sequel allows the legacy characters to become a part of the story in a natural manner. Chris Pratt teased that everyone will be back, however, there have been no official word on whether Ariana Richards, Jurassic Park, Vince Vaughn, Julianne Moore, Lost World, William H. Macy, Téa Leoni, Jurassic Park 3, and Lauren Lapkus, Jurassic World, will be returning to the franchise. Campbell Scott, also known as Lewis Dodgson, aka the Shady Man in Shades, who handed Dennis Ledry, Wayne Knight, the phony can of shaving cream that was used to store dinosaur embryos, could be the film's villain. Campbell Scott, aka Lewis Dodgson, is a classic character who's returned to the screen and could be playing the role. Considering Dodgson has a bit of an unsolved story issue in the previous film, we're delighted to see him return. Let's hope he brings his black market super spy hijinks back with him, perhaps in the form of an empty Kinder Surprise packet in which to hide a dinosaur egg or something similar. One individual who has ruled out a comeback is Andy Buckley, who starred as Claire's brother-in-law, Scott Mitchell, in Jurassic World, and currently stars in The Office in the United States. That also means that we are unlikely to see Judy Greer reprise her role as Claire's sister Karen. DeWanda Wise and Mamadou Athie are among the newcomers to the franchise, will appear in the third film, though it's not yet apparent what their roles will be. Now all that's left is to wait for the movie to be released.